Living a long time grants you the ability to gather experiences, knowledge, and wisdom so that you can put them under your intelligence, put them under your level of clairvoyance, so that you can translate your experiences, wisdom, and knowledge to the next generation. So it behooves a person to live a long time. Right? Me, and in case you don't know, thank you for attending. This station for the newcomers is called Ascension to Sovereignty. And I think I'm going to put this on InstaFace. My name is Leon Meredith. And quite often I talk about extending the life expectancy of the people of my community and humankind in general. We have an epidemic of pleasure. We have become addicts, fiends. Just like we point to dope fiends, we have become fiends to behavior, to consuming, to buying things, to ingesting things into our body that do more damage than anything. At the end of this video, I'm going to lace this with something that came out of my body this morning. And what I wish to speak on is I have been a proponent of moderation. And I want to proclaim I was wrong, or I have upgraded my understanding of it. When we eat meat, when we eat flesh, yes, it has necessary components, proteins, some essential minerals, B12 and iron. It has these elements in abundance, which makes it easy for us to put it in us. I have known this for so long. And this is why I ate meat, flesh, for many years of my life. And sometimes I took it upon myself to use moderation because I knew these facts about meat and what they do to the body. But I wish to explain it to you, my brother, and to you, my sister. Our life expectancy at birth without defects should be 120 years of life expectancy. It was capped at that. Our telomeres were capped by our developers, our, how would you call it, evolvers? I guess. By our program managers. I know we like to use all those other colorful words, God, our creators, the universe. But I use a different set of words because my truth stands above all that other stuff, all that other programming, indoctrination. Back to regularly scheduled programming. I came to the realization that if I'm going to try to extend my life expectancy to the 120 years that we all are allotted, I had to learn to maintenance my body. I had to get a greater understanding of the things that go in my body. It gets deep. Like even the air, you want to start to examine the air and the clothing we have on. Even though, you know, on my level, I'm not wealthy to the point where all of my clothes, my towels, my washcloths, and all this would not emit certain fibers that get on my body and in my body, and in essence shorten my lifespan, because it is happening, especially with these low vibrational, low quality clothings. Many of them are low quality in America, and we believe that this is the new stuff, and it's really taking us out. It's doing us harm. Back to meat and flesh. The negatives, the cons, that when we eat flesh, there are impurities that our body does not use positively. So what they do is, we think that it's mucus that's building up, which it is. And it's imperative that we clear our body of these mucuses as often as possible in a maintenancing type of fashion. But what's more important than eliminating these toxins is to not allow them in our body, to not moderately, not minimally, but to do it on the next level down. Is rarely eat a burger, rarely eat sweets. You know, it probably is like 2.5, 3 months since I ate a slice of flesh. And last night, on my video, as you'll see at the end of this, I ate a Angus burger. It was probably 4 ounces at the beginning. Had to be a little less after it was cooked. It was Angus chuck beef and ground down. It was, you know, some of the purest types of, you know, red meat we can get. And this morning, the phlegm that I used to earlier in my life, I'm 49 years young, I used to hock and phlegm in the morning or throughout the day, have a certain yellow nastiness that come from your throat, from out of your body. And you, as you'll see in this video, that phlegm is not harmless. It's very destructive to the human existence. And like I said in the video, it does not readily come out of my body. It's very rarely not. And when it does, some does come out, it's a very, very light version. That is like, it was satanic of what came out of my body. I want to live. I'm talking to me and sharing this perspective for me with you. I want to live. Like, I don't want to cut my life expectancy to, like I say, I'm 50, but I feel good, like 20. I wouldn't want to cut it to 55. Like, I would want to keep living in the manner to where, no offense to anyone, trigger warning, to where my body breaking down. I feel so hurt when I'm out in my community and I see people in my community with the shakes, the onset of these generational curses. Diabetes, diabetic, obesity, strokes, heart attacks. I can actively see the effects on people's condition, and it hurts me. I get a lump in my throat. Literally, I do. I'll be like, especially when it's someone I have known, and I just see that you could see the way that they're caring for themselves. And it's like, damn, they don't care about themselves, or they this much of an addict. Damn. And it's just, and don't get me twisted, I did some things. I did drugs. I ate a Big Mac. Well, not a Big Mac, but I ate McChickens and Rally Burgers. I did. But I was always, even as a youth, I didn't overdo it. I had moderation. I wasn't an outgoing snacker, or I didn't like candy. I never was a soda drinker, like literally, like never juicing juices or red juice, I didn't drink that. I was it didn't taste good when it went in my mouth. Faygo and Shaska and stuff like that. It did not, when it hit my taste buds, it felt wrong. And even my cookies, I ate them sparingly. I didn't actively consume garbage. So now, when I do want to eat a bag of chips, it may be a bag of chips every 2 months. Like, it been 2 months since I had a bag of chips. And I might eat 2 50-cent joints, like 59 cents. I might have some beans and eat 2 59-cent bags of chips, maybe one. I want us to change this lifestyle we're living, because it's not really a lifestyle. It's a death style. We have been turned out like a $2 whore on pleasures of life, on comfortability, on enjoying ourselves. People, mad scientists, continuously change the makeups of so many foods. They're using other chemicals, plastics, to make stuff that's consumable, that appears to be food, but it's doing negative things inside of our body, shortening our lifespan, inhibiting our cognitive ability. We can't think, but we'll never know it. Like, we live in life and we never believe it. We don't believe that if I continuously eat fresh greens and fresh broccoli and, make stews and beans and eat these things, the largest percentages of my meal, that I will extend my lifespan, that I will have a higher cognitive functioning. Like, we want our bodies, our minds, our whole essence, confirmation to operate effectively. I know enjoying our life is good. We like it. I know you guys like that. But allow your children to see the real, to see the truth. Are you afraid to admit to your children that you are an addict to life? Are you afraid to tell your children that the way the system is shaped has turned me out like a $2 hoe, and I'm doing it to you? I'm passing this generational curse down. I thought that I was doing beautifully, working my job. Now I'm retired. Now I've got this big gut, and I'm 60 and I barely can walk, and I'm still And I want to say I'm comfortable because this is where we've been taught. But really, I'm really at what my half of my life's supposed to be. I'm 60. I'm supposed to live to 120. And guess what? I'm not. I'm winding down. I'm hurting. My knees, my back, my gut. Under these clothes, I look like chewed bubble gum. Now it's time for you next generation to do greater. Y'all can do greater. My children that's 30 and 40, I'm 60, I'm busted. But I carried the torch. I did the best we know on average. And now it's time for you to upgrade. Don't be a greater consumer, a greater user, a greater addict of society so someone can figure out a way to turn another addiction in your spirit on so they can take advantage of you. Don't do it. Let's have moderation over all this stuff. This started on flesh, meat, but it's deeper than that. It's with buying all these trinkets. Let's stop allowing even our friends, our idols, our gods, our gods, Jay-Z, Michael Jordan, that keep it real, LeBron James, our gods. Let's stop allowing our gods to turn us into consumer whores. I love you. It's time we stand up and we seize our existence. We seize our consciousness. We guard it. Let's stop being whores. Ascension to sovereignty. I love you. Watch the video. This stuff don't usually come out of my body, but you know it comes out of yours. If you living healthy, you'll see it and notice it when you cut off that meat, when you cut off all that poison we put in our body. That stuff you see in my toilet is not normal. I love you. Let's love you greater.